Today, as a software developer, iOS developer, Android developer, or even web developer, I have achieved something with my skills with agentic abilities which I had never thought I will be able to achieve. After Claude 4 has been released by Anthropic, it has changed coding forever. Agents like Cursor, Windsor, VS Code, they cannot compete with this anymore. This is something which has to be mainstream and used by all of you as soon as possible so that you don't lag behind. If you look at the layoffs, second wave of layoffs coming at Microsoft, Google, Meta, you need to be ready and you need to combine your skills with AI agentic flows like the ones I'm going to show you right now, because this is the app that I have made. Today is not the day when I'm going to show you just these example of games like Mario being made with Claude or these AI agents. Today is the day when I show you an enterprise level shipped app which is going to make you money. This is a paid app I'm going to show you right now. It's a screenshot app in Mac called Shotter. So let's say I take a screenshot of this. With one click, it shows this layout. I can add gradient, I can change colors, customizable, I can draw on it, and this is $12. But you will be blown away that this app can be created in just few minutes at your fingertips, thanks to the abilities powered by Claude 4 Opus and Claude 4 Sonnet. So let me show you what I've already made. I'm going to first show you the app. I'm going to run it on my Xcode. I'm going to show you the same app on my computer that I made just now in 5 minutes. So here's the app that I made. I can click on full screen or Windows screenshot. Let's say click on full screen, and then I can click on enhance. I can get the same features, rounded corners, drop shadow, and even a gradient effect. I can customize the gradient and have whatever colors I want to and make it beautiful, and voila, the same app is ready within 5 minutes. Of course, you can add more features and make it right now. So any paid app that you want for your MacBook can be created within few minutes. That's what I want to show you today. Now, first of all, what is ClaudeCode? Why so many people are switching from like agents like Cursor, VS Code to ClaudeCode? The reason is it's the first AI that actually can do work independently, and it is going to be always better than VS Code, Cursor. Do you know why? Because those IDEs compress and then send data to LLMs like Claude or like any other competitive LLMs, but Claude is best in software engineering. You can look at the benchmarks. It is best in coding as compared to Gemini, OpenAI's 4.1. And don't get confused. They have two models, Sonnet 4 and Opus 4. Just think Opus 4 is for, bigger, heavy data, maybe bigger context window, maybe it's more information. But for most of your tasks, with ClaudeCode, Sonnet 4 is enough, and that's what I'm going to use today with the Claude 4 subscription. You get Sonnet 4 included in that $20 subscription. So we know that it is the best model out there for coding, and this is the reason I have switched to ClaudeCode as well. For the last few months, I've just been using ClaudeCode, no other IDE. And Claude 4 is like having a world-class consultant with you at all times. I'm going to show you all the tricks you really need to know. And finally, an AI capable of tackling complex projects that you have been avoiding. Of course, there have been talks that, oh, you can make games with AI, but there haven't been talks that an AI which can build, test, ship, and do all in one, and even push it to code with MCP. I'll show you all of the powerful features of this agent ASAP. To get started, you need to just run this command. For that, make sure you have Node running in your terminal. So I'm going to start with this command, open terminal. I have Claude already. So what I'm going to do is first sign out / sign logout. Oh, it suggests, so log out, tab, enter. So I have logged out, and all you have to do to get started is run this command. I have already installed it, so it won't do anything, and I have npm packages installed. And now once you have installed using this command, you can just do Claude and it'll show up this window. And we can set it up by choosing dark mode, light mode. I think this high contrast mode is my favorite. Enter, and now you have two options. Number one with API, number two Claude Pro at $20 per month, or $100 Claude Max. So with the Max plan, you get Opus, Claude Opus, but for most of the people, the limits that you have with Claude Pro is enough for beginners. But of course, you have tons of programming to be done. You may need Opus as well, and with the max subscription, or you can use API based billing for that. And this API cost that people were complaining that it's very expensive, this was more expensive than other agents. Do you know why? Because other agents compress, as you mentioned. They do not give you best outputs because they are mastered at compressing tons of files or coding files you share, and it doesn't give you a best answer in one go. But this is the best agent I found. In the first attempt, sometimes it codes the best possible app. All right, so I'm going to choose my subscription, open the browser, I'm going to authorize. I already have Claude Pro, so now let's build something great, and login was successful, and enter. And now you want to use recommended settings. I always choose recommended settings. And here comes the magic. Now, before starting, a lot of people feel overwhelmed with this terminal because they are not comfortable using terminal. I will say become friend with terminal, but if you don't like terminal, you can also open like Windsurf cursor and open terminal there. So let's open terminal here. Here is terminal, and you can enter Claude here. When you close that window, you will always see ClaudeCode handy on top right corner, which you can just access. Instead of opening terminal, you can just open ClaudeCode immediately right there, and Windsurf, cursor, VS Code, whatever you're using. But I'm not going to be using it because I want you to be comfortable with ClaudeCode directly. Now let's get started with coding. The app we're going to build right now, once again, it's called Shorter. You can read about it. It's a screenshot app and with more features like the gradient effect I showed you. So I'm going to make the paid version of it, which is for $12, as you can see. So right now, to get started, I recommend, first of all, you should create a Hello World workable project. And of course, ask it, make a Hello World iOS app and create and test it. But I will say for iOS development, at least, the best output you get is by opening Xcode, create a new project. So because I'm making iOS app, you can create web app, whatever you want to, file, new project, and then we're going to create a Mac app, which is cross-platform. And then we can put screenshot app video, the one I make in the video. So I'm going to click that, enter, and voila. So this app is Hello World ready. So I can click the run button, and then you will see Hello World shown on the screen. So basically, Hello World is ready. Now what you can do is, before running ClaudeCode, what you can do is go to CD into developer. So let's exit this window and now open the folder where you want to be in. So I'm going to go to my developer folder. I keep all my projects, coding projects, in the developer folder, this folder. Now what we're going to do is open Claude window here by entering Claude and enter. So here we will of course trust the project, and this window is ready for Claude. Now I have a prompt I have created, not myself, but using AI. So what you can do is I create prompt using AI. So I say, Claude, write a good prompt for ClaudeCode to build screenshot app. Like, this is actually called reverse engineering, then engineering and re-engineering. That's how I code. So I don't even write prompts from scratch. So, and then with features like gradient background. So I'm just mentioning one feature, but it will figure out and fetch information from the screenshot app called Shorter. Oh, I forgot to mention Shorter here. So let me ask Shorter as well. App like Shorter with robust features. So now it will give me the prompt. We will edit it. Here is a robust prompt, and we're going to do changes into it, of course. So let's copy it and open notes. I'm going to open notes, and in my notes right here, I'm going to modify this prompt. So create a professional screenshot iOS app and editing application with the following features. In Xcode, we need to tell what it's using. In Xcode, using Swift UI or the current project structure. If you don't know if the project is using Swift UI, whatever it is using, you can just type current project structure, and features would be capture screenshots, and then and we can say using a button. For now, for simplicity, we will do it with button instead of a shortcut. And keyboard shortcuts we can skip for now. We will add it later. We have to make it simple, as simple as possible. Autosave, let's skip that feature. And editor, we will just put gradient, rounded corners, drop shadow, border, padding. These features are good. These are the features I showed you in the intro as well. And arrow lines, we can add it. Let's skip these for now. And then export options, yeah, PNG, JPG is good. So this is a solid prompt we created using AI. This is basically reverse engineering. Now we will engineer. Now, as I have copied this prompt, it is ready. I'm gonna paste it in my ClaudeCode and hit enter. Now this will do the magic. It will code independently. By the way, you can do Shift Tab to auto accept edits. Shift Tab again, plan mode, and Shift Tab again into normal mode. So basically, if you want it to not ask you that, oh, is it okay to create this file? Is it okay to make this change? You can do Shift Tab or Shift Tab once and choose what setting you like. Right now it has created the structure and it is asking me yes or no. So I can put Shift Tab and make it not ask me. So here is the plan. It is gonna update app permissions, core architecture it has planned, editing state, UI, screenshot capture, gradients. It has planned everything into 5 pieces. And you can edit these pieces if you want to, but I approve it. I'm gonna hit enter. Here are the 6 to-dos it has created, and I think all are good. And it has already created the first file. It is spinning. First done. Second task. Now let me create the screenshot capture service. It's going to create a service. It is just mind-blowing. I love reading it. This is what people call reasoning. This is called extended thinking by Claude, or you can call it chain of thought, whatever you call it. Basically, whatever this AI agent is thinking, it is telling you so that you can actually plan like a senior developer as well. Your goal is not to just say yes, yes. Read what it's doing, understand. And that's why I never enable YOLO mode. So you can do Shift Tab and twice to have YOLO mode, which is like it'll accept everything. I have not done that because I want to read. I love reading. I can be faster, but I'm okay to compromise on speed. Okay, this is the file and I'm gonna say yes. I could also do yes and do not ask for this session. Let me just do that for now. But your goal is actually to learn and see how a senior developer is thinking here. Okay, 3 steps done. Now it's gonna go for the 4th one, gradient background with view presets. It's so exciting. And here you can see the number of tokens it is using for philosophizing. 20,000, actually 11,000 tokens being used here, 81 seconds. Of course, creating apps is a big deal, but it is still really fast. Within 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to be done. While this agent is running, I want to remind you why every developer need to switch to this ClaudeCode. Number one reason is speed to market. Every startup will tell you that they have an advantage because they go fast as compared to any big tech. Same with you having agents. You can be faster than any of your competition, any of your competitor developer, any of your friends who are working on projects which are better than you. With AI agents, you can actually have projects like these, put them in resume and mention that I am making apps which make revenue, like thousands of dollars made by this shorter app. You're making apps which make money in few minutes, shipping fast, and this is something that makes you unique. Number 2 is quality at scale. Quality at scale is not just fast code, it is actually production ready enterprise quality code which you get with extended thinking. No other platform I've used, I'll be honest. I even use Claude for translating. I have subtitles on many of my videos which are just AI generated. I copy the Hindi ones because Claude is not just good at coding, it's good at everything related to writing code, writing English, and it's so creative. One of the most creative piece of writing, including code, I have seen with Claude. And number 3 reason is artifacts. Since Claude has introduced artifacts, I don't send like Excel sheet, Word documents to my friends. I make website and send to them. Look at this website I showed you in my previous video. I created itinerary for my China trip, whether I should go from one place to another through train or flight, from one city to another. It figures out everything, puts all the options in a cool website and shows it to me beautifully, which I can send it to my friend, and then he shares the feedback. I can write a prompt and tell it that, oh, I think we should have another city as a choice, and it can show it in the whole map. It is so beautiful and so powerful. I was blown away. And number 4, my favorite, I have this email. I'm going to show you my newsletter email. So in this email, I get a lot of newsletters. I follow Wall Street Journal, The Information, New York Times. I don't have times to read emails sometimes. I have like this clutter. What I do is I go to my Claude, and then what I do is I can just click on connect apps. My Gmail is connected here, and with Gmail connected, I can just type it and it will summarize all the emails heading by heading, make a website out of it, and I can catch up with all my hundreds of emails which are unread. This is example for newsletter. Whether you have emails from your clients, you can automate and see everything in one go. Sometimes you have 200 emails when you're on vacation. You can see all of that in one click of a button. This makes Claude the best LLM and the only subscription I pay for. Now let's get back to coding, because I said yes to not ask me again. It is only asking me yes to build the project. So since it is an Xcode project, it is going to build using Xcode build command. It is going to build it in terminal. I don't even have to hit the run button and see if it is working. It's going to build it and then actually go from there. So let's hit yes. It will see errors and fix them for me as well. So it is calling this term unfurling. It saw some errors. Okay. Now it's going to go ahead, decide how to fix the errors and fix them. It used the deprecated window accidentally. Let me fix that. So beautiful. Another failure. It is common. I can actually, next time if there are multiple failures, I can just use auto accept everything. So I told you, right? Shift tab. You can auto accept all the changes and just go drink coffee and come back. But I want you to learn. That's why I am showing you everything. Now, here is a quick overview. Complete screenshot editing application, core features delivered. It's actually writing just like a software developer should write to a product manager. It's so beautiful, and successfully compiles with only one minor deprecation warning. If you want, you can even ask it to fix that warning. Now let's open Xcode, and now let's run the app, replace. Wow, it looks different than the previous app I had made. Remember that. This is something I've made from scratch without touching a single line of code on Xcode. Just remember, I can click on full screen, window selection. Let's do window this time. Take screenshot. I need to give permissions. Last time I had already given. Okay, now it has taken a screenshot of this Xcode window. It is enlarged. There are some changes to be done. There are so many gradient options. I can add padding. Let's make it smaller. Let's add some colors. Okay. Fire theme, whatever themes you like, you can add, and then export as JPG, PNG. Of course, it has really big size. So what we have to do is, what I will do is, I'll go to ClaudeCode, say that the screenshot looks too big. When I edit, so fix that. So yeah, it'll fix that, and then we will be able to customize, and it'll work just like the app I showed you before. Now, this is not it, by the way. This is not how you should end coding. You can even automate further, go one more step by connecting a MCP. I'm going to show you this magical MCP. What I did was I searched on the AI, I searched on Claude how to connect MCP on this terminal, and now when I have MCP connected, all I can do is push this repo. Thanks to MCP connected, all I can do is commit and push with a README file. Just that. Now it'll create a README file, commit with a good commit message, and push it for me as well. And I'll show you the change. While it is doing it, it is doing these 4 steps. I can show you my repo, github.com. I can show you that this app right now has no README. Okay, now it is coding, and within few seconds you will see readme. It's mind blowing without writing git commit, git push. And I didn't do in like, automatic mode. So I have to say yes, and I can do yes and don't ask me this question again. And it should do all of it. Now it has done the step one, create readme, commit changes, it is working on it. Okay, git commit message, it has typed, and yes again. Okay, there was a merge conflict, by the way. It is automatically resolving that merge conflict as well. Just imagine. It is pushing to my screenshot app. It has some errors. Now let's go refresh. Oh wow, it is here. Within few seconds it was added, and you can see contributors are Harnoor and Claude, and we have a readme in few seconds. That's the power of MCP. And not just this, you can here compact this conversation. It will summarize what we have discussed and it will clear the conversation. So I'm using /compact. Since we have compacted the information, seen the summary as well, this command /compact is very useful to see the summary, what you have done. You can also do something like shift tab and plan mode. In this plan mode, you can ask Claude, what new features should I add? It's just like a chat. It's not coding, it's chatting with the LLM and taking suggestions or explanations here and there. This is also very, very cool. And now it is go through the repo and tell me what new features I can add. So these are the suggestions and some features it would like me to have to make this app better than the competitor. OCR, QR code detection, screenshot comparison tool, automatic duplicate detection, and it can code all of these as well. The default way you should code is make this change and push it to GitHub or commit immediately. Instead of typing this, so that you don't have to say push in every single command, what you can do is you can do init the repo, and it will create claude.md. In the claude.md file, you can find examples online. You can mention that every single time a prompt is asked, it commits and pushes. So what happens is when you're using AI to code, if code breaks, if there's a time the code is messy, you can go back to the previous commit and use AI to code again. That is the best way to handle, because as you use AI intensively, going back becomes hard. The easier way is to go back 4 commits, delete the rest, and code again. So that's why committing and saving your progress on GitHub is important. Now here's the harsh truth you really need to know. You have two options right now, either to adapt this or get left behind, because those who are adopting in their workflow are going to be 10x faster than you. What Anthropic's CEO mentioned, that 90% of the code will be written by AI in the next few years or few months, as they're saying. It is going to be true. And software engineers' life is at stake. It can be only survival for you all if you switch to ClaudeCode and this powerful agent. Get started with the $20 pro subscription, not a big deal, and the only subscription I have right now, with the link in description below. And thank you so much, Anthropic, for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.